today?
Hi, doing all right. Nice to see you.
I feel like we just got one more member of our posse. I love it.
I was in the movie the whole time. You couldn't see me. I was there in spirit.
Yeah, we look great together.
I'm loving this color that both of you are giving me. Yes, I love me a pop of color. But one of the first questions that I wanted to ask the both of you is because neither one of you are strangers to portraying badass women on the screen and also to off the screen. And I wanted to ask you, you've inspired so many people, including myself, over the years through your films, but who are some of the badass women that have inspired you throughout your journey, either professionally or also to personally? And what advice would you give us on how to be a badass woman today? And Carla,
okay. Well, I think I do have to say I feel that so many women that have come before me have been incredibly, it's like the 4-minute mile thing. Like until anybody knew someone could run a 4-minute mile, nobody did it. And then once they knew, people started doing it. And I think that's the most empowering thing, right? Is that if we can offer each other the opportunity to know that something's possible that maybe we never saw an example of. So for me, I started acting super young at 13. I was emancipated by the time I was 16. And I had my aunt Carol, who was, her name was Carol Merrill, and she used to be on this talk show before my time and certainly yours, but called Let's Make a Deal with Monty Hall. And I called her up because she was always sort of like, we had a special relationship. And I said, I don't know what I want to do, but I was an academic, and she said, why don't you come and stay with me and go to this acting class? I think you could be a really great actor. And that's something I had never thought about. And I went and took this class. And the moment that I was in a situation where I could lose control in a controlled environment, where I had the leeway to sort of jump off the cliff, my life was changed. And I called my parents and said, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. So I would have to say that she was one of the many big influences on me.
Okay,
yeah. I would have to say, interesting. Aunties are really, really special, aren't they? There's sort of like that nurturing mother energy, but also they don't put so many constraints on you, and it's like, go be wild, do it. You're awesome. So I would have to say my Aunt Golden, who was an academic early childhood educator, but she just loved and appreciated. She was always happy to see me come, and she cried whenever I would leave. But she would pray for me. She wanted the best for me. Of course, she wanted me to succeed, and without too many examples of actresses, of working Black actresses. Of course, she was concerned, but she was always extremely supportive. And just always was. And whenever I had a role or audition coming up, I'd call her and let her know, like, pray for me to get it, and she would. So she was someone who was just really, really always geeked, as your t-shirt says, Sharonda, about all things that were me.
But what advice do you have for me? How do I become a badass woman in real life? Pour some wisdom into me.
Just be you, girl. There's nobody else in the world like you. Anything that's trying to be like you is just a copy. A poor substitute. Is something special and awesome about you. So just lean into that, believe that, trust that, know that. Whether it's, and we're not all the same. All the differences are what make this wacky world go round and what makes it so special. If we're all alike, then somebody's redundant, and we don't need that.
Okay, thank you for this word today. I love you guys so much. Thank you for taking the time to speak with me. I appreciate it more than you know. And I hope you have the best rest of your day ever. Thank you so much.
Rock on.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you.
Bye.